Hey everyone, welcome back to the last building segment of building Vibroblade Ridge. That's right, this is the last segment of building. It's not a big segment, not a fancy segment. I know it's taken about 2 weeks to get out. It's just that I have finals coming up. I'm only in, like I said, one college class in the academy, but especially with the academy, they're big finals. I have to focus on them. So between focusing on finals and waiting for an employee day at work, I had to, where I could save a little bit more money. I felt that it was best to hold off until this week to make a video. I attempted to get all the last clones I need. However, you'll see we fall just a little short. So that I'm not cutting those clones from the project. That just means we're going to wait to pick up those clones, which will hopefully happen within the week. Whether the video, which the next Vibroblade Ridge video will be the showcase video, whether that gets up in a week or not, I can't say, because this next week is finals week for me. And anyone who's in college knows big week. And even in high school, you know it's a big week. So I had to focus on that right now. So that means with 100%, by the time I get on my holiday break, this video will be up, out, and done. This mock will be finished. And then I'll begin the process of taking it apart and holding off. You know what? I'm going to stop talking here. We're going to go ahead and hop in the video. I'm going to explain everything, what's going to happen post Vibroblade Ridge in the outro. So let's just get into this last building segment. So we're starting off this week with pretty good news. I was able to pick up 10 more battle packs, which looking here doesn't look like a lot. I mean, yeah, it's only 20 figures, but with luck, this might finish it off. We'll figure out, I guess, in a couple minutes, couple seconds, depends on how long I talk here. But we'll figure out if I need more troopers, and even another really good question is if I need blasters. As I mentioned earlier, I did place an order for blasters, and we'll find out if that is enough blasters for the troops. Because remember, I got to supply blasters to both dead and living, and with luck, I'll have at least all the troopers I need, so at least one more step closer in the right direction. So let's go see how far these 20 clones get me. So I went ahead and I put down all the clones, and you'll also see all these resistance troopers throughout here. What I did is I went ahead and I laid down what I think are going to be the last of the clones, and by I think, I mean I'm going to make it work. I know it might not completely or flow as nice as it should. I just don't want to keep spending money on clones, whether I buy them online or buy the battle packs. It just got to the point where this is where it's at. I mean, it's still a lot of clones when you look at it, but yeah, I don't want to keep putting this off just because of the clones. I still got to put all the base plates, all those together and that. And something I also did kind of off camera is I did get the entire droid line done. I'm not going to show you it, but that's kind of part of it right here. A little bit more than what I had a couple weeks ago. It is done, so that's great. I think I already mentioned that I got the second bomber up, so that's great. All we got to do now is get the clones, armor them up, which actually is what I have here, and then we're pretty much, I'll push everything together and we're done. Maybe clean up a little bit around here, whatnot, just so it looks a little bit more presentable for a video. Oh, but that's really it. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put on all the blasters right now, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm kind of just going to see, hopefully I don't need to order more. If not, I have a week. I will actually pick, at the time of me recording this video, it'll be later in the week when I pick up the last of the clones, but obviously when I put this up, I would have already bought the clones, and we'll kind of know by then, either mid-video or end of the video, if we need more blasters. Hopefully we don't, because I bought like 60, and it's like 30 of each type. I'm hoping that's going to be good. But both dead and alive need them, and I pretty much almost have probably close to 100 of these guys. Not quite 100, but close. And then I probably only had about 25 or 30 clone blasters prior. But I'm going to go ahead, arm them up, and then we'll see here in a minute what I have left of blasters or what I still have left to arm. Alright, so all the blasters have been distributed, and it looks like I have just enough. I'll double check when I go through and put my clones on there, you know, replace the resistance guys with the clones, but I think we're pretty much there, which is great. Looks like they have them all. Maybe I'll pick up an extra battle pack or two, maybe I won't. I think having another mortar team on each side would work great, or I might just put another rocket trooper on this side, or call it the rocket. See, we got one guy right there with one, so maybe I'll switch out and have someone over here with one, just to, I don't know, because the mortars look good, and I have enough. It's just more of, again, the clones. So I'll go ahead, I'll try to figure that out. And for those of you who are probably wondering, yes, I did put more clones down here. There's not a bunch, but when I go through and I explain it when I'm done, it'll make more sense. If you read the story, you pretty much know, or it would make sense, but I'm not going to say that yet. I'll save that for later. I don't want to show you because that, all of it, because pretty much that's done. Sorry, that was my stomach if you heard that. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to move on, see if there's anything else to do in this video, which I'm sure there will be. I know there will be. And let's just see what happens next. So I'm still waiting for the last of the clones I need. While I'm doing that, I'm doing kind of one of the last bits of work, and that's putting in these pins. You know, should I use the full-size pins, you know, or these pins? I decided to go with these, just the little ones to where they'll lock in. And, you know, I have some here. We'll go around to the other side. I can give you kind of a better look at it. And then some on the other plate, so they'll all connect. It won't be one plate connecting to the other, or just solely by the pins on one. It'll kind of be a mix. Do the best I can with that. But I think that's going to work best because it'll lock it in, keep it where it's supposed to be. But it'll also make it, yeah, I can just kind of pop it right off. I don't have to worry about a full pin because for those of you who maybe don't work with the pins a lot, but I mean, if you build pretty much any Lego set, especially any Lego Star Wars set, you probably got to deal with some pins. So I guess really any Lego Star Wars set, because I'll be honest, the Speed Champion, the City sets, I have never come across any pins. Obviously that I did, but I don't think I came across any pins in the City. So really anything that's not City, I guess. I don't know, I'm rambling about sets here. But you've had to deal with pins, and you know kind of the deal with the long pins, that they're hard to kind of separate. Or I guess they could be if you're dealing with, you know, a massive 1 foot by 1 foot by 1+ foot, you know, cubic area. You know, it's not easy to move, not light to move. You don't want to, like, crush it, because obviously if I push on both ends hard enough, I could just crush it in the middle, push everything on each other. I don't want to do that. But if I take you to this side really quick, you can see I got 2 pins on this one and 2 pins on this one. They're in different spots. I did 2 on the very outside of this brick, and then I did 2 little couple spaces in. Should I move them in a couple more? Probably. Like this one, I moved them 4 studs in. Well, on the other one, they're only, and on this one, or this one, they're only 3 studs in. But this brick, and on the one that I was showing you out there, that one, I do have it on the outside as well. This one, I have 4 in, so I think they'll connect in perfectly just the way it is. These ones I have 3, I'm kind of tossing up. I'm going to try only putting 1 pin on, so I'll kind of rotate. So if this back left corner, if you're going from the back of the mock forward, so this back left has it, the middle right one will have it, and then the front left one will have it again. I kind of bounce the pin back and forth. But I think that's going to work. I don't know, this is the first time I'm doing it, and they're kind of big sections, obviously. If they were a little smaller, I'd probably go ahead and use a full pin, but they're being as tall as they are, and especially these 4 being as heavy as they are, yeah, it's just would be difficult. So I'm gonna go ahead, pin it all up. I don't think I'm gonna push it together just yet. That may be something I want to wait for the, you know, really get you all to look at the showcase, is that okay, I have it all separated. Now it's gonna all come together, because we might see kind of a final look of it. You'll definitely see a final look, but you know how final or close to the showcase it's gonna be, you know, as in the parts cleared away from the side and some other stuff. We will see. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pin on everything I need to, get the last of the clones on, and then we'll end out the video. Yesterday I went out and I bought, I went to work and I bought out all the clone battle packs we had, which was only 4. So that means I am 6 battle packs short of completely finishing this build. So you'll find out kind of in the outro and in the opener what I'm going to do about that. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is, you know, these are 8 of the last 20 I need. I'm going to go and put them on the mock. I'm not going to show you just because of where we're at, but essentially I'm going to go through and probably fill in some of the front line spots that don't have clones, and then we'll go and fill in the back line. Because it's pretty much the end, and I just have to get another 12 clones, and we are there, and then just clean up the mess I made again. Because I did have this all cleaned up the other day, and I started to build a narrow gauge locomotive. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I started to kind of build or invest time into building Lego steam locomotives. So this is kind of like the disaster from that, just pulling out parts and stuff I need. I actually have 2 race speeders, and I ripped one apart because I did go with this dark red color, but that's not the point. That's not part of Vibroblade Ridge. It's just mess I got to clean up, so when it's time, I can go ahead and record the final. But I'm going to go ahead and place these, and then I'm going to talk to you guys right at the end. And we're back. I apologize if you hear any noise. You might have heard some noise in that the intro too. The washing machine's going and both doors are unable to be closed right now, but I want to get this video out for you. So I'm just going ahead and we're going to power through that little bit of washer noise. So that was the video. I know there was not a lot of building at all. Some of you were saying, I know a lot of you are going to be like, Hunter, why did this take you 2 weeks? But like I said in the intro, I'm studying for finals. I was waiting for the perfect time to buy the last of the battle packs I need because money. And a lot of you are going to go with the whole ordering online thing. The biggest issue for me, and I think for a lot of people, is once you start to order online, it's kind of like, okay, I'm just going to keep doing this. And next thing you know, you get your bill and that. And I got to find my card bill has to go between gas and anything I choose to buy online. But the card's mostly for gas. So it's one of those, it's like, I use it, but I don't want to use it. And that's that. So, like I said before, I only got 8 of the last 20 clones I needed. That leaves a few more left to pick up, which again essentially means hopefully within this next week work will get more in. I'll buy the last we need and we'll be good to go, and that'll be it for this mock. Really, it's like I said, this is the last building segment, and then it'll be the showcase video whenever I get that out. Like I was saying earlier, my holiday break is probably going to be when this video gets out. I'll have time to walk through the mock. It's not a big mock, you know, height wise, yeah, it makes it look big, but really it's only, you know, 3 gray base plates and 1 green base plate long, 2 gray base plates wide, and it's what people would say is a flat mock. You know, granted, it's lifted up on that ridge, you know, so you get the lower part there, but essentially it's a flat mock. It won't take a lot of time to go through. Hopefully it'll be a 10-minute video or less. But the big thing we want to talk about here in the outro is what happens after Vibroblade Ridge. I know throughout the building segment I've said one idea or maybe another. I think I kind of focused in on one idea towards the end, but once it comes down, I don't know if I'll be doing another building series, at least right away. I want to focus on some smaller mocks. Like I kind of got sidetracked in that last part of the video when I was talking about those clones. I am building some other stuff right now, so I might put a little bit more focus on that, and you might see some of those up on the channel. So please go ahead and comment down below if you want to see those custom locomotive builds. And if you want to maybe get a little bit of a preview before I post it, I might always check out my Instagram. It'll be a few paces down, or a few photos down. You'll know it when you see it. I say locomotive. A lot of you might know it as train. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean. As many of you might know from watching this whole segment, is behind my mock is just a mess. I actually have about a fifth, I don't know, not quite a quarter, a little less than a quarter of my last big outpost mock that still is not there. Mainly it's just 2 base plates and then just some remnants of crap I threw over there, and then some other stuff. I want to just organize and clean this room up, get a new vibe in here. I know I said vibe, and I really hate myself for saying that right now. I'm going to be honest. I would restart the whole video, but not worth it. So I'm going to go ahead. I want to clean all this out, get a new feel for this room. I might go in and buy more shelves, but I want you guys to know after Vibroblade Ridge, there may not be a lot of building going on here, or it may be a lot of, maybe an update video or two. So let me know too if you want to see update videos. I plan on taking this build down. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with the parts yet. I'm not sure. A lot of them will come in handy. I actually have another project I've been dedicated to with a couple other people. I can't release what it is. Heck, I don't even know if I'm going to continue with it just because of time and all that. But the important thing is Vibroblade Ridge is almost done. And then we're going to get what my room needs is much needed cleaning, get some more organizing done so we can focus on builds for the future. Without further ado, I'm going to stop wasting your time. I know I kind of rambled on here, but I didn't want to spend the showcase saying, okay, now that this is done, this is what I want to do. Since it's the last building segment, I think this was a safe place to talk about it. So that way, when we get to the showcase video, you wouldn't have had to see all the building series. You can just enjoy it. I won't talk about really anything else but this mock. And I want to thank you guys for the whole ride along the way. I know the videos have gotten less and less views, which I can understand why. But this was a big promotion for my channel. I think it went well. I'd like to do it again in the future, but we will see. Without further ado, guys, please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.